What is up, guys? It is past 2 a.m. I can't sleep once again. This kind of happens to me at the end of the year. I just get insomnia and stay up all night for some reason, and sleep doesn't come easy, so I just thought I would do a video. I'm probably going to just ramble on about some things. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I do want to talk about the 5th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. I saw it couple of nights ago, and once again I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's definitely the best of the Disney trilogy, as they're now calling it. I really think that The Last Jedi messed up that trilogy, Rian Johnson's version of Star Wars, but what can you do? Here's my steelbook. Probably goes for $5 now, but I'm glad I have this with Kylo Ren and Captain Phasma. And I just think it's entertaining. It has great character development and awesome characters. I know it's a lot like A New Hope in some ways, but I've seen it so many times. When it came out in theaters, I saw it, I think, 5 or 6 times when it did its theatrical run in 2015. And then Last Jedi I saw, I think, 3 times, and then Rise of Skywalker twice, or maybe 3 times. So it kind of shows, the enthusiasm kind of waned as each movie came out. So I put Force Awakens up there, of course not with the original trilogy or anything like that, but it's a good film. Han Solo, does well in it. It's a better portrayal of Han Solo and what happens to his character than Luke Skywalker in the next 2 films for sure. So, but a lot of people like Rogue One that came out in 2016, and I think it has its moments. It's a different Star Wars film, and that's good in some ways, but the characters that come back, like young Princess Leia and Grand Moff Tarkin, are in it for, I think he's in it for too long. I thought he would be in it for 1 scene, and Vader wasn't in it that much, so I haven't seen that movie in a while. Maybe I'll watch it again and have a different opinion of it. Okay, enough rambling about The Force Awakens. I'm probably the only one who celebrated its 5th anniversary and watched the film again, but anyways, I'm going to open up some DVDs and Blu-rays that I probably paid a little too much for. They were expensive. And I saw this film in theaters because it has Adam Carolla in it, and I don't talk a lot of politics on this channel, but I'm going to talk a little politics right now. And this film, I think I paid $15.99, $14.99 for this one, and it's a DVD. I mean, DVDs you could buy for $1, $2 now. So, but I saw this in theaters, and it has Adam Carolla in it, who was the host of The Man Show and also Dr. Drew Show, which I can't remember the name of it. This film tackles free speech on college campuses and how it has degraded into just one viewpoint that is being basically taught to college students, and that's a concern. When I was in college, it was a lot different. There were various opinions and debates all the time when I went to college and attended a college class. So, nice slipcover on here. Has the Statue of Liberty with duct tape over her mouth. That's not a good thing. And the film, it talks about about free speech on college campuses, and just basically how it's being treated. And there are Democrat leaders like Barack Obama who talks about this and basically sides with, if you want to call them conservatives or liberal, whatever, on this issue. Is there's Democrats on here who agree with Adam Carolla and Dennis Prager, who are, I guess, a radio talk show now. Probably a conservative radio talk show. Okay, there's the front and the back. Basic DVD right there. Speaking of politics, if you haven't seen PMac Movies' latest video, you have to see it. I'll put the link down below. It is absolutely insane. He's just getting worse every day. It's crazy. He's rambling in a lot of it. He says some really strange things about history and how he doesn't believe certain events happened when there is So much evidence that it did, it's not even funny, including thousands of resources and sources. It's also pretty clear at this point that PMac Movies just likes attention, whether it's positive or negative. He probably wants me to talk about him on my channel in this video. He lets fake 4K Frank put a comment again on his video, whether it's him or not, it's up there. I'm not sure why that's still going on, but it is. I think it's just to try and get attention. At this point, I feel sorry for PMac Movies. I almost pity him in a lot of ways. He is losing a lot of reality, and we're kind of witnessing it on video. And there's also people making comments that he can't really respond to, like Ethan Edwards and Creep, I think are their names. And he just isn't in touch with reality, and it's getting worse, and witnessing it is kind of sad. So, Radio Flyer, $22.99 plus tax. It's probably gone down in price, or people are getting better deals on these movies, and that's fine. But I think I looked pretty recently at Best Buy, and it's the same price. I don't know why some of these old movies come out and they never go down in price, and then they disappear. So that didn't happen with Apocalypto, though. Anyways, I remember this movie, Richard Donner film, and it's been a long time. I saw it in theaters, and I remember Tom Hanks is in this, if I'm correct. And there is the disc right there. This has Elijah Wood, Lorraine Bracco, and I remember, oh, music by Hans Zimmer, nice. I remember Tom Hanks being in it. I'm pretty sure Tom Hanks is in it. I could be wrong, but Radio Flyer. My Girl, $22.99 plus tax. And I have not seen this movie in years. I just saw Home Alone. Of course, I watch Home Alone every year during this time for Christmas. I haven't seen Home Alone 2 in a long time, though, so I should probably watch that. But I definitely want to see this. I remember Dan Aykroyd in this, Jamie Lee Curtis. I do not remember her in this. And Anna Klumsky. And great film. I know My Girl 2 came out. I don't think I've ever seen it. So there's a DVD floating around for like $5, so I might get that to watch My Girl 2. And it has My Girl, of course, the original that I paid $22.99 for. $5 for both movies, so check it out soon. Next up, another 1990s movie that I saw and I don't remember much about, and that's The Wizard with Fred Savage. And this is a Nintendo movie. This was all about how great Nintendo was. It's basically a commercial for Nintendo from what I remember, and there's like the Power Glove and everything. And the little kid is really good at the Nintendo games, and they have to go somewhere to play the game in like a tournament or something like that to play Nintendo games. So I remember some of it. The Wizard.